Good morning, everybody. This is Doug Fisher, and you're looking at Coach Schwartz. Say what's up, Dave.
What's up?
Dave's got a little something on his chest this morning, so
Yeah.
if he coughs or anything, you know, it is what it is.
Internally.
Yeah. How many hundreds did we run?
We ran
So
about,
far?
I think, like 7 or 8 hundreds and 1 200.
That's right.
And it's really hot.
It is. I had a sweatshirt on, and I had to take that off.
And Doug and I both got in late last night.
Oh man.
I didn't get. I had the UFC fight, and a lot of people came over. It was great.
That's UFC 202, and I was at Molly Malone's Irish pub watching Wayne, the Pocket Rocket McCullough's daughter, do a set, and she was great. Will Spence get a big fight within the next 6 months? Yeah, probably. Maybe a little bit after 6 months. It all depends on what happens with that IBF title that Kell Brook holds. If Kell Brook decides to stay at welterweight, to hold on to the IBF title after his shot at Golovkin, we have to see how that situation plays out. But I'm looking forward to watching Errol Spence Jr. Fight later today. Dave, before we get into boxing, just give me your thoughts on the McGregor-Diaz rematch. I haven't seen any of it.
So
I probably won't.
if I was the promoter of that fight, and they're really sharp, I would have it go exactly how it went.
Hey, somebody says Spence beats everyone at 147. You're nuts. You might be right, but you're nuts to say that right now. But okay.
Anyway, and I'm not that big of a UFC fan, but I mean, they really have their act together.
Right.
The energy is really good.
The production value off the hook,
Bruce
right?
Buffer is by far the best ring announcer. This guy, I mean, he is like magic. It's like watching like someone do a ballet.
Hey, if there's a mixed martial arts Hall of Fame, Bruce should get in there as an announcer, really.
No, he's very good.
I think he's been one of the ambassadors for the UFC from the very beginning, or at least since when Zuffa bought it like 15 years ago.
So this whole fight was set up for the third fight, and the first thing they did when the fight was over, they said, they talked about the third fight.
Sure.
I thought that Conor won. I had it 4-1. I could have had it 5-0. I don't know what happened to the other guy. He has more strength. He's bigger, but he just somehow Conor was the stronger guy. He wouldn't let him get him down. So
right.
I don't know. It just.
But as a lifelong boxing fan, you enjoyed the presentation and you enjoyed the action that the mixed martial arts contest.
Yeah, and the presentation on TV
delivered.
is really good, and all the people they have, their energy is really good, and everyone had a great time. And it was really good.
Maybe I should give this UFC thing a shot, huh?
I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
Gee, I thought it was just a fad.
Yeah, it was really good. And then
somebody's saying he could outrun me. Man, you were so high. Get at it, Okie Southpaw 32. Get at it, man. Bring your ass, okay? I'm gonna talk to you like Lights Out Tony. Don't talk about it, be about it. Bring your ass, man. These fools.
So
wake your ass up early on Sunday and bring it to this track. Go on, Coach.
And the parking's easy.
The parking's easy. You ain't got no excuses other than you're probably overweight and slow as hell. Okie Southpaw. Okie dokie.
Anyway, the night before I went to the Belasco for the first time. It's really good.
You enjoyed LA Fight Club.
I really liked it. Golden Boy has their act totally together. It was really organized. It was organized like Trader Joe's. I mean,
that's high praise.
It was great. I mean, they really took care of the customer. They were customer friendly. They were polite. They were nice. They were efficient. The fights were really good. The whole place is nice. I really had a great time. I like club fights a lot.
All right. Now, we pledged to keep this thing to 15 minutes. No more than 15 minutes.
And I'm going to, I have my timer here.
Oh, see, that's how you do it.
I'm going to do it. Okay, so we're starting now. We're going to just have this for 15 minutes. So I'm going to tell you the questions I have for Doug.
All right.
So I'm going to name a few fighters. I want you to tell me how many wins they had before they had their first loss.
Oh, come on.
I want you to tell me who they lost to.
Oh, my God.
And then I want you to tell me the last fight they ever had in their career.
Okay.
Okay?
I've already forgotten this list.
Okay, and let's do this with the
All right.
with the background of the stands.
Oh, look at
here.
this. This guy's a director.
I think this is better.
Check this out.
Okay, so here we're going to
Boxnard
go.
has joined us. What's up, Boxnard? I wonder if he's from Oxnard. Can you hold it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Don't lose those.
Oh, that's. And so I'm not going to be able to. We have Sun here, and I can't read the questions. So.
Man, they're talking a bunch of shite.
Yeah, but we're
as
gonna,
our man Conor McGregor would say.
So.
Talking about outrunning me. Talking about Errol Spence already being the welterweight world beater. Come on, he's got 20 fights, people.
But he's good.
You can't just knock out Chris Algieri and be the man at 147.
Don't say that.
Y'all need to calm down. Y'all need to calm down.
Don't say
Seriously.
that about
sound
my
like
name.
sound like they were talking about that kid Imar. What's his name? Amir. I already forgot his name. He was the WBC's #1 contender. They were saying, "Oh, I want to see him fight Postol and Terrence Crawford." I'm like, he ain't beat nobody. Just because the WBC made him #1 contender don't mean he's ready. Amir.
But be careful.
Amir Imam.
Yeah.
He's a promising fighter. He's still going.
Yeah.
But man, don't put the crown on him just yet. Let him win a title first.
But do me a favor.
Yeah.
Be careful how you speak about Chris Algieri.
Oh no.
No, he is my man.
He is the best.
He is really good.
Ohashi in the house.
Okay, so this rope, I left my other rope someplace, so this is a little heavier, but Doug would be great on it. Okay, so these are my, okay. Oh.
I have no coordination. Hey, people,
Okay.
no, this is not an exaggeration. This is too short.
Yeah. Is it? Oh, shit.
See how I have to hold the.
Plus, it's a lot heavier, so.
Well, it's not the. It's just short.
Yeah. Okay,
But seriously,
you'll adapt. Yeah.
no more than 4 hours sleep.
Okay. Okay, so here are my first fighter I want you to tell is Sugar Ray Robinson.
Sugar Ray Robinson had 40 consecutive wins before he lost to Jake LaMotta.
Okay.
And his last fight was against Joey Archer.
Okay. Perfect. That's perfect. Okay. What? Okay.
And by the way, I think Robinson compiled those 40 fights within 2 years.
Okay, I'll ask you this. After he lost to Jake LaMotta for his first loss.
Right. Jake was a heavy middleweight. LaMotta was still growing into welterweight. Everyone thinks LaMotta turned pro at welterweight. LaMotta turned pro at lightweight, people.
Okay, now when did they have their rematch?
A couple weeks later.
They had it 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
And what did Sugar Ray Robinson do between those two fights?
That was actually their third fight. That was their rubber match, because the first time they fought, Robinson won. It was the rematch that LaMotta won. And then they had the third fight like 2 weeks later.
3 weeks later.
3 weeks later.
And what did Robinson do between those two
fought.
fights? And who did he fight?
Was it Jackie Wilson?
California Jackie
Wilson. That's right.
So he lost his first fight. Okay, you want to give me the date of that?
Oh, jeez. I don't know. Jeez, what the date of the loss?
The first loss, yeah.
1943?
Yep, exactly. So on February 19th, 1943, Sugar Ray Robinson lost his first fight.
Oh, it's early.
Okay, they had... anyway.
If Twitter had been around, Robinson, see, I told you, Robinson sucks. He's going nowhere. He should retire. He should fire his trainer. Thank God it wasn't around. I
screwed up.
It's too short.
And what was Joey Archer's record when he beat Sugar Ray Robinson in his last fight? And where was it?
God, I don't know. It was on the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
Was it New Jersey?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, it was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Archer was 44-1.
Yeah.
So
and he was like viewed as a prospect, though.
And what was Jackie? Okay, so he fights. He loses to Jake LaMotta. He fights a week later. He fights Jackie Wilson. What was Jackie Wilson's record?
I have no idea.
47-4.
Yeah,
And
Wilson
he beats
was a good fighter.
Right, and then-
lighter dude, but he was a real guy.
And then
He
a
was
week later, he beats Lamato. Okay.
fighting like every week, every other week, and they're
Yeah.
contenders or
Yeah.
up and comers just like him.
And they all have good records. They say like Jackie Wilson. And,
He
okay.
ain't worried about protecting it.
Okay. The next guy is Roberto Duran.
Roberto Duran.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, Sugar Ray Leonard. How many
what
fights
was
did
his
he have,
rec-
or what was his record before his first loss, which was against Roberto Duran? I know Duran was 70-1 when he stepped in.
71-1.
71-1 when he stepped in there. That's right. With Ray. Ray was probably, his record was probably, I'm going to say 29-0.
Real close. 27-0.
27-0.
Yeah. And
Wow.
and he fought Duran's fight,
Yeah.
and he still
Still a
almost
great
won.
fight. Yeah,
he
he
still almost won that
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, it's very
Okay.
close.
And,
A lot of people thought he did win, by the way.
Okay, and when was his last fight, and who did he fight?
His last fight was Hector Camacho.
Yeah, right.
And when was it? I'm going to say 1997.
Exactly. And he made 4.
Bam! What's up?
And he made $4 million, Sugar Ray, and he was working out at our gym where I work out now.
And had he won, Oscar De La Hoya probably would have fought him, and that
Yeah.
would have been ugly.
But he made a lot of money in that
Sure.
fight. $4 million
Hey,
is a
he
lot
was
of
on the
money.
cover of SI
Yeah.
before that fight.
Okay.
Talk
now-
about name power, name recognition.
Okay, so we got to keep this going. And now I'm going to give you Pernell Whitaker. First loss. What was
First
his
loss
record?
was a robbery
Yeah.
in France to
Right.
Jose Luis Ramirez.
Right. What was Ramirez's record?
Oh, Ramirez probably had over 100 wins.
Yeah. He had 100 wins.
Yeah.
100 wins.
And just a couple losses. Maybe a draw in
okay, and
there. But Whitaker, I don't even think Whitaker had 20 fights.
he didn't. 15-0.
Oh, he was 15-0. Yeah.
So I'm going to keep this going quickly. So,
yeah.
who was his last fight? Pernell's.
His last fight was it Carlos Bojorquez?
Yeah. There you go.
And it was it 2000 and hang on. I'm gonna say
Close.
it was
Close.
His last fight was Carlos Bojorquez, and it was it 2001?
99.
It was 99.
Yeah.
Are you sure about
Yeah,
that?
Madison Square Garden.
No,
Yeah.
no, that was
oh, no,
Trinidad.
no,
That
I'm
was
sorry.
Felix Trinidad.
2001.
99.
I'm
Yeah.
reading wrong. Okay.
See?
Okay, you're right. 2001. You're totally right.
There you go.
And where was it?
Was it out? Was it in California?
Yeah,
Up? Was it
Yeah.
up like San Jose or something?
like State
that?
Line.
Oh,
Like
State Line.
Tahoe.
Oh, okay, all right.
It was
But
in
was
Tahoe.
it in the California side?
You
was
know,
it in? Was
that
it,
I
was
don't
it
know.
Nevada?
But were you there?
Was it Lake Tahoe?
Were you
I wasn't there. No.
You were there for another fight, though. You went there to Tahoe to see a fight?
Yeah. I was in Lake Tahoe twice. I think it was Rafael Marquez.
Oh, right,
Was on
Mark-
both of them.
Yeah.
One of them, the main event, was Jeff Lacey. I think it was when he took out Scott Pemberton. And the other one was one of the greatest nights of boxing ever. It was 10 years ago, 2006, and the Marquez brothers shared the bill. And it was Rafael Marquez against this tough South African fighter. Was it Silence Mabuza? I don't remember. He was a tough dude. And it was Juan Manuel Marquez in the main event, and this is outdoors against guy from Thailand, Turtsak Jandang, and it was sensational. And that same night, Edwin Valero in Panama won his first world title, the WBA super featherweight title, and it was what a night of boxing.
Yeah.
It was. I don't have that much fun anymore.
And
I
what-
can't because I'll make myself sick, you know. but we had a good time. I'll just put it that way.
And we were trying to listen to the Valero fight
Yeah.
on Spanish
Spanish radio, yeah, and
Yeah.
somebody was
Yeah.
transcribing that Spanish radio.
Yeah.
And writing it in English, like doing like
Yeah.
a written play-by-play. And I was at dinner after the Marquez brothers had fought, and I was on my cell phone, and I was getting the play-by-play read to me, by Gary Randall, the webmaster of Max Boxing. My heart was racing because he's like, Valero's down, Valero's down. You know? Well, first the other guy had been down. Forget the guy's name. He was crazy. They're both killers. You know, both guys. Like that dude went to jail for murder for a number of years and came back. I'm spacing out on his name right.
But that's Valero's greatest fight, I thought. I mean, that was incredible.
He showed me everything.
Yeah, I mean,
because you have to remember, he was fighting for his first world title, and I think it was maybe his 19th pro fight. He'd never been out of the second round. All of his fights were first round knockouts, and then one made it into the second round. So he'd never seen round 3, and that's the round he gets dropped in. So if he ain't the real deal, he unravels at that point. He's already in deep water. He's been dropped. Dude ain't scared of him.
Wasn't he cut also?
He was cut. Yeah. He got up from the third round on. Every round he got better. And he showed his boxing ability, his ring generalship actually in that fight. Nobody paid attention to it. I don't think anyone noticed it until his last fight against DeMarco. But if you saw him in the gym, man, what a talent.
Remember, Doug and I saw him at Irvine Marriott in his 12th fight, and here he comes out, taking his time, real relaxed,
walking
and no big deal, not in a hurry.
Good
knocks the guy
punches.
out in one round, and then after that fight, they were giving him a bonus.
Yeah.
Well, the fight after that is when he got busted in New York, and Doug went to see that fight.
Yeah.
But then
that was going to be his big coming out party.
Yeah, his promoters,
I had no doubt,
were giving him a bonus for quick knockouts, and that ruined him really.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he wasn't taking his time. And
knockout. Yeah, it's
crazy. Doesn't work like that. But he was so relaxed and so patient that night we saw him, and he seemed happy. The family, the thing. Oh my goodness, it was great. So okay, I'm going to give you this one. My camera worked here. Okay, I'm going to ask Oscar.
Oscar De La Hoya?
Yep.
So his first loss was Felix Trinidad. That was in '99.
I was there.
That was Mandalay Bay.
With my friend Sam Simon.
Yeah, it was his second fight. Yeah. Rest in peace, Sam Simon.
Sam Simon was the greatest.
He was.
So, okay, what was his record?
Jesus. You know, I don't know. It was. They were both undefeated. Did he? Tell me this: was he under or over 30 fights?
He was
under a little bit.
I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah.
Oscar was 31-0.
31. It was right.
Felix was 35-0.
Yeah. Wow.
And Oscar really had that fight in the bag.
I thought he won it.
Yeah, it was still close. But you know, that's how it goes. You can't take that chance. Okay, so I'm going to ask you this: where was Oscar's first fight?